Hello everyone. I'm really glad you're here today. As we get older, many of us start thinking about understanding ourselves and others better. We hear a lot about personality types, like being a type A or type B, or labels like introvert and extrovert. But have you ever wondered if these labels might sometimes do more harm than good? Today we're going to explore how personality types, while they can be helpful in some ways, can also be harmful, and what we can do about it. First, let's start with the basics. What exactly are personality types? Well, they are categories that some psychologists use to describe different ways people behave, think, and feel. For example, you might have heard about the famous Myers-Briggs types, or the idea that some people are naturally shy, while others are outgoing. These labels can help us understand ourselves and others better, right? Or so it seems. But here's the thing, labels are very simplified. They put people into boxes, and as we all know, people aren't boxes. We're complex, with feelings, experiences, and changes over time. We grow, we learn, and sometimes we surprise ourselves. Now, here's where the trouble begins. When we start believing these personality types are fixed, unchangeable parts of who we are, it can actually limit us. Imagine someone who's labeled as shy. They might start thinking, that's just who I am, and never try to speak up or try new things. Or a person labeled as angry might think, that's just my personality, and never learn ways to manage their feelings better. This can lead to a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. We accept the label as the truth, and it keeps us from growing or changing. That can be especially harmful as we get older and face new challenges, like health issues, loss, or loneliness. We might think, well, that's just how I am, and never try to improve or adapt. Another problem with these labels is stereotyping others. Sometimes we might think, oh, he's a grumpy old man, or she's just a nervous type. These stereotypes can cause misunderstandings, and sometimes they hurt feelings. They can prevent us from truly connecting with each other because we assume we already know someone's whole story just based on a label. And let's be honest, labels can sometimes make us judge ourselves unfairly. We might think, I'm just forgetful because I'm old, when in reality, there are ways to improve memory and stay sharp. But if we believe that's just who we are, then we might not even try. Here's a big one, self-fulfilling prophecies. When we believe we're a certain way, we might unconsciously act in ways that confirm that belief. For example, if you think, I'm too old to learn new things, you might not even try. Or if you think, I'm just a shy person, you might avoid social situations altogether. This mindset can keep us stuck, even when change is possible. It's like putting blinders on ourselves, limiting our potential and happiness. But here's the good news. People are more flexible than these labels suggest. We all have the ability to learn, grow, and adapt, no matter our age. It's never too late to try something new, to change a habit, or to see ourselves in a different light. Instead of thinking, that's just who I am, we can think, that's how I've been, but I can also become someone new. That mindset opens up a world of possibilities. So, how can we move beyond harmful labels? Here are some simple tips. First, question the labels. Ask yourself, is this really who I am or just how I've been? Sometimes, just questioning a label can help us see it in a new way. Second, focus on growth. Remember, change is a sign of strength, not weakness. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new or to improve ourselves. Third, avoid stereotyping others. Give people a chance to surprise you. Sometimes that grumpy neighbor might just be having a bad day. Or that shy person at the party might just need a little encouragement. Fourth, be kind to yourself. Don't judge yourself too harshly based on a label. You are more than any description. You are a unique individual with endless potential. And finally, seek support. If you want to make a change, talk to friends, family, or professionals who can help you along the way. Let me tell you a quick story. My neighbor, Mrs. Smith, was always labeled as shy and reserved. She believed it for years. But one day, she decided to join a dance class. Guess what? She loved it. She discovered she was capable of more than she thought. That's the power of changing how we see ourselves. In the end, labels can be helpful, but they should never define us entirely. We are all special, unique, and capable of growth, at any age. Don't let a personality label limit your happiness or your potential. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to become the best version of yourself. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try differently after watching this? Until next time, stay curious, stay positive, and keep growing.